Well, it's 8:40 and I'm really tired. It's my third attempt trying to do this intro. We're in Nightmare now. I was actually grinding in Tranithula for a few hours. I probably over-leveled. We're at level 75. It's probably too much. It was taking one Tranithula run to get the XP bar to go from like these pips. So I was like, yeah, good enough. I think Tranithula's at least, what is it, 60? I don't know. But you can do it pretty consistently in there and normal. I'm not really as familiar with leveling as regular Diablo 2 is. So, anyways, yeah, I just leveled up pretty much. I didn't touch embalming. I'll just explain how we're going to go from here forward. So, I maxed Parasite and Carnage because they're our main damage, things. I'm trying to max Demonic Commune because speed is much more important to me. And then I'll probably do Ominous Vigor next. And then we'll do Deathlord. We're going to keep Blight Descent and Angel of Death at 1. I don't think there's really any point because we're going to get plus skills and make those better over time. And they're really not worth, leveling up in my opinion, just from playing. I might do Embalming because it's pretty nice. It just gives you more and more health as it keeps going up. Sacrifices we won't touch, and maybe Famine. I don't know, maybe Famine because it's just basically free life leech. And then Death Pacts will definitely cap. I mean, extra dump points we'll put into Death Ward probably. But yeah, we've already maxed our damage things out. They're just going to get better from plus skills and, better gear. If we're going to go into masteries, I've kind of decided that it's going to be endurance and tenacity. Probably just 1 point into each. If you're playing as a Malice Necro or Summon Necro, I mean, mainly into Malice probably, I'd suggest maybe Meditation is pretty good over endurance because you already have summons. You don't have to worry about it. And then for a reward, I can reanimate these. I can't summon, but I can use reanimates. I actually have reanimates on some gear, and it does work. And maybe Graveyard. I don't know. Graveyard is probably... I'll just put 1 point into these, I'm guessing. And then our Rothma's Chosen is going to be like at max probably by the end. We'll probably do that way later. That's like level fucking 90. We're like a ways away. Like I said, Tranithula, it was pretty consistent. I'll show you guys what I got from that as well. Just some arcane crystals. I haven't bothered. I'm really broke. This was that was gross. This is the only thing that's weird. So I crafted this Torque's Gift. This is actually twinked over. I crafted that on my own time off my other character because I fucked up and I was trying to do the 2 arcane crystals and I accidentally hit transmute and made this into a 4. So now it's just a handy dandy reminder that I need 402 strength for the next tier. And other than that, it's pretty much... I didn't really feel bad because the other reason is too, I made a pair of tier 3 of these and then I transmuted them with disjunction, so they were gone. So I wasted like 4 fucking crystals because it was like 12:30 at night and I was like, fuck it, I'm not doing that again. So I just crafted them on my other character and just muled them over. I hope everyone can be okay with that. Is everyone okay with that? Okay, good. I'm glad I got it out of my system, but I'm using this Talon's Reach. I can't use the tier 4. I think it needs like some ludicrous shit, like I think it's like 300 or 400 something strength to use it. I have it all written down like on a piece of paper somewhere. I just don't want to look at it. We're using Lava Dome. This gives us some nice percentages. This also gives us an all skill, some life reach. I think I slapped that on there. And the Ellie res. Using Shark Baiter. I'm mainly using this for the CB and the attack speed. I found this. Angel Heart's a pretty good +1 starter thing. It's a pretty solid melee option for now. It's not the best. There's quite a few good amulets. It already comes with +1, by the way. By the way, I'm using these gloves because they have 25 attack speed, and this ring, Ripstar, is just max damage based on sea level. That's pretty cool. I've never seen that ring yet. Entropy Band, this is just kind of shitty. It's just pretty much fucking airplane. It's pretty much just life. Dragon Tail, I have this for attack speed, and of course I have Zealot Rush, which is attack speed and movement speed. So you can tell what I'm kind of going for already. There's nothing really crazy in here. I think I have it open. Yeah, it's right here. The next rune word we want to make is Sir Mal for a Necro Scythe, but we're not going to put that in like a tier 3. We're going to put that in a fucking Sacred and get some good shit. I think the highest rune I have rolled up to right now is and that's pretty good. These are all just shit we're going to use later, Oh, and I forgot to mention I popped some gems in all these, except for the side that's got skull. I could probably put something else in there. You know... God damn it, Seth. Why didn't you do this before, you fucking idiot? I just had to notice it.
Good day.
Yeah, I'm so happy. Here, let's... Oh, I don't even have gold. Never mind. Let's pretend I can't. Let's pretend I put another skull in it. So, I'm fucking tapping keys all over the place. No cheaty shit in here. Just this. So, we'll put this guy down here for now. Oh, actually, you know what we can do with that? We can do this. This is our death counter. We've died a whole 1 time. I didn't die any times after this. Now someone's playing basketball outside. Anyways, we found this apple. These are actually really rare now. They used to be really common. They used to sell for I think it was 10k gold. No, now it's going to open up Shutter Encoder. Go away. You guys can't see the behind the scenes stuff. Yeah, these are really good for some dungeons, but it's fine. It doesn't matter. Other than that, I can show you guys what Abea's got. She's got Black Dame. This is pretty much just for attack speed and AR bonus. I gave her my Raw for plus skill. Nothing else really, just some hand-me-down shit. Brawl, I gave it to her. Epicenter, Rainbow. She's not really, whatever this is. She's not really that exciting. She's just, she's doing what she does. Oh, by the way, we have to do this. It's required by law.
I am a Kara. There is a...
Vroom vroom. Okay. So, now that we've got the serious shit out of the way, let's turn this down on my end a bit. Alright, so we're in Nightmare. The first thing I gotta say is I still have not uploaded a single one of these videos. They're not going up till the character's done. So if you're like, oh, you should have done this, tough. I forgot to mention all the other stuff on these. I put some Ellie res. As you can see, I have max res. Now you might be like thinking, if you're an old school D2 player, you're probably just like, oh wow, fucking wow, Seth, you certainly, cheesing it up with your fucking reses. That's not very high. Max res, you can push them over into like this high 90s with some really optimized gear, and it's actually really quite good, because that not only can cause absorption, but it gives you really good damage reduction, and it's really critical towards late game Ubers. So yeah, if you're like, oh wow, this isn't that hard, believe me, it gets pretty brutal really quick. Oh, excuse me. But yeah, that's pretty much the only things I changed. So the next goal and our big next Uber is our first go at the Enid skill, and that will unlock our Enid skill, which I believe, yeah, it's going to be Talon's Hold. Every character has different Enid skills. You only get one, and then of course Boyard, Chef Boyardee, Child Molester, we'll deal with him later. He's actually in the Black Road novel. I haven't mentioned that yet. So the Black Road challenge used to be a thing. I think that unlocks your Black Road skill, which is now... Where is it? It's something. I don't know. Black Road, bleh, it's a charm now. I'm really tired. I work till like 6, and we'll talk about my day in a minute. So you're probably thinking, oh, Seth, what's so different? Let's look at my buff. Yeah, the buff gives us way better speed. Everything's better with the buff on. It's kind of like Ecstatic Frenzy, you know, it's high damage, no defense. This is all defense and no damage upgrade. But yeah, so you remember what normal looked like? You ready to see what it's like in a real difficulty? Alright. So I'll show you guys what's up. So we still gotta do Nightmare. It's not gonna take too long, I promise. Oh yeah, see these guys? Oh, that's a big boy. I don't like that guy. Oh wow, Seth, you weren't kidding. The enemies do change. So we're gonna start encountering some fungus dudes in the next area, I think. These guys are probably not worth killing. But we need to get to level 80. We need to kill Mephisto in Nightmare to unlock our Enid challenge. The Enid skill used to actually be a lockout at level 80, so you had to do it before level 80, I think. It's very different now. You can do it at pretty much any level you want. I mean, you just have to be level 80 to get in that area. We should be at level 80 by the time we get to Mephisto. We're gonna basically fucking blitz through this, by the way, if it isn't quite apparent. And you can see immediately just how fast we're actually moving along already. Alright, there's Flava Flav. She takes you to the cold plains, baby. We're gonna knock this shit out in like one go, I'm hoping. Let's go kill Blood Raven. See, there's Snot Spill. I can show you guys how I've been actually doing this. So, I gotta get my bearings a bit, but I just pretty much move around with Angel of Death. Monitor the Kingdom of the Dead! And then, surgery! So together, how long can you last in this frozen water burial? Yeah, you're welcome. It is really quite quick, and whenever I encounter mobs like this on the overworld, I just use my right click. I use Carnage on single target mobs. Oh, these guys! So these guys used to actually be in regular difficulty median, and oh yeah, by the way, they shoot machine guns now. Told you it was going to be the last time we saw normal enemies. These guys, they cast Miasma, which actually slows you down and poisons you while you stand in it. You can get that as an O skill, and there's actually quite a few enemies that can cast it as well, so it's not just these mushroom dudes. They used to not do that, I don't think. I'm pretty sure mushroom men are my favorite. Okay, it's not true. Pork Chop is the best, okay? If you don't like Pork Chop, even though he was an absolute cunt, there's something wrong with you, okay? So now you may be like, Seth, didn't you say you had, like, map hack, technically? You know, I technically do, but I would like to show off how Nightmare works, and then once we get to Hell, that will eschew, you know, scouting. And you're probably just like, so what's the point of doing the Deckard Cain quest? Yeah, by the way, if that hits me, you know, I can actually survive this. This is really kind of weird because I'm used to playing my Zon, who, even probably now, if I stood in front of that, would cause some serious problems. Yeah, she would get fucking murdered on this when I first made her, so that was a lot of fun. You might be like, oh, the damage doesn't look that high. I'm using Parasite, so Parasite I'm just using on trash mobs at this point. And then Carnage is used on single target. Jesus Christ, finally. And then, yeah. So let's go ahead and get Cain. We'll do this in a weird way. We're gonna get Cain first. Then we're gonna go do the Den of Evil. I had to think about what it's called. That's so sad. Had a hell of a day. So my car's oil pan, I went to go take it in the other day to get an oil change, right? You know this story is going to end well. because I sound like it, don't I? I went to go get it checked the other day after work. I was like, okay. It was Wednesday. Wednesday's my Monday. And I was like, okay, let's go get the oil change. This would be fucking great. I love getting an oil change. It's the nicest part of my day because I get a half an hour or so to myself just to play some runny escapees, read the news. Oh yeah, by the way, this is now populated by Unseen, which, if you played Diablo 1, you know what that's all about. So, if you're playing as a flimsy-ass character, this part's really not fun. These guys get introduced on top of the miasma dudes. Yeah, there we go. You can see they're called illusionists. That's the scrub tier. I don't need to go down to passage 2. I need passage 3, which is the outside. So anyways, I'm just sitting there, you know, reading something, and I'm like, okay, wow. And then, like, the guy comes up to me, and he's pretty friendly, but he has this kind of weird look on his face, and he just goes, "We have a problem." Immediately I assume he means we have a problem with you as a person, but I know that's not the case, even though I'd be more comfortable with it. No, he says, "There's a problem with your oil," and I was like, oh, because I don't know shit about cars, first of all. You can tell me fucking anything and I'd probably believe you. So he's like, "There's a problem with the plug," and I was like, okay, I don't know what that means. I didn't say it like that, but I know it's not going to be fun. Because in his, you know, his tone of voice is telling me this is not something that's going to be cheap. And so he goes, okay, so we're having a problem with the plug, and I'll get back to you in a little bit. We'll come back to you, tell you what's going on. And I was like, okay, that's fine, dude. And he's like, we'll do some oversized plug. And I was like, I don't know what that means, but oversized plug, okay. Remember these guys for Skosglen, by the way. Holy shit, they suck ass. They have so much health in that area. And I'm just like sitting there. So about 10 minutes later, he comes up to me, and he goes, "So we're having trouble with the entire thing. There's actually a crack." Oh, because first he tells me, "Have you had like the oil change here recently or anywhere else? Because it's missing something." And I was like, "No, my car's not been vandalized, so I don't know what he's talking about." And so then he comes up to me, he's like, "So it's actually a crack in your thing. We'll still try and do a plug and see if that works." And I was like, okay. And immediately I start Googling Chevy Cruze like oil pan. And I'm looking at the cost, and I'm like, oh, thank God, it's like $80. And then I remember, oh yeah, this is a car dealership. About 5 minutes later, he comes back out. He looks at me and he says, "So nothing's working. We're gonna have to overnight your car, blah, 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 blah." And I'm like, oh, okay. I don't know what this means. I know what that means, obviously. And I say, "So how much is it gonna cost?" Like, first thing that comes out of my mouth. And he's like, "About $900. And I said, oh, I thought the part was about $80. And you know, this is the nicest thing ever, was I was actually really nice to this guy because someone was just harping on him, being rude and being really gross and ugly to him before I came in, and I actually told him, "I'm sorry that you don't get paid enough to be treated like that." And so I think my kindness is what saved me, because you want to know what the nicest thing ever happened was? This guy, the tech, comes out and he's showing me the thing. It's like, oh, this is the plug. It's actually stripped. We can't get it back in. The entire thing's damaged. There's basically no oil in your car. You're very lucky that it's not seized up. And I know what that means, because I'm not that stupid. And he's like, "I'll do it for $95 an hour." And I was like, oh, that would be great. So he tells the other guy, "Yeah, I'm doing it for $95 an hour. It's fine." And I was like, oh, you're my favorite fucking friend right now. And he basically just says, you know, okay, we'll overnight it. It'll probably only be about $400, maybe $500. So that's big, right? This guy just saved my ass. But you know, the biggest problem is I still got to get to work today. So, oh boy, this is where it gets great. I have never in my entire life ridden a public bus, not including school buses. Okay? I was raised that people that take public transport are either lazy college kids, drug addicts or homeless people, or a combination of all three, because I guess, you know, when in Rome, they're not mutually exclusive, right? So I'm just like, oh, okay, this is fine. And I like how I said I'm gonna go do Deckard Cain, and I haven't even fucking bothered to go back and get him. I'm just blitzing through Act 1. Told you the nightmare is gonna go by really quick, by the way. So I'm just like, okay. And so my roommate's like, yeah, we can take the bus tomorrow. And I was like, okay. Because, you know, we got to get to work somehow. Alright, so we got to get up at like 7 something. Or I got to get up at like 6 something, feed the cats, and I go downstairs, I make coffee, and I'm like, alright, I guess we got to leave at like some other time, whatever. So we leave at like... What the fuck are... Oh, I remember these guys. They're the Satyr Lords. They're fucking cool. They're also from Diablo 1. And so I'm just... Oh yeah, those guys suck, by the way. They're one of the few enemies that killed me in my first time replaying the game. Oh, by the way, I forgot to mention I have Bloodlust, which increases my damage. Bloodlust is on the Scythe. It's a proc that can happen. It's the innate skill for Amazon. Anyways, so if you see that little left-hand buff, that leftmost one, the little like flame-looking thing next to the skull, that's Bloodlust active. And you'll see that little like red sparkly on me, see it? Like pulsing? That's what Bloodlust is. Anyways, so we get up, we live 5 seconds. Oh my god, that's 2 apples. That's my 3rd apple I've seen this entire mod. They used to be so goddamn common. Anyways, and you're probably like, Seth, you're fucking making Nightmare look easy. Did you see how much I ground to get there? To make it this easy? And Dario might actually put up a fight, just saying. So I'm just like, okay, cool. We sit outside and we're waiting for the bus. Just talking away, and I don't know what the fuck to do. So she hands me $2. I've never been on a bus, and I hate it already. And so I'm in the... We go up there. She hands me $2. One of the dollar bills is jamming in the receiver, which I didn't even know they took. I thought you just handed them some fucking like fake money that's only for bus tokens and shit. You know, in my mind, bus tokens are just like what you use because I'm that stupid and old-fashioned. So I'm just like, okay, and I'm trying to put the thing in. The second dollar just is fucking up. It's not going through. What is this? Why are they dead? What killed them? Did I kill them? I don't even remember what the fuck killed those. It must have been me. I don't know what killed those. Well, anyways. So I'm like jamming this dollar. The guy's like, you're gonna need a different dollar. It's not even mine. By the way, those bone pillars, they cause damage and they can freeze you. And they're really fucking annoying, so don't get caught up on them. I'm making this look really easy. I guess I'm just gonna get all the way to Andariel, then do everything else. Anyways. And so I'm just like, okay, this dollar is a problem. There's nobody behind us, it's just me and my roommate. And there's like one other person in the very back of the bus. And mind you, I don't have any fucking idea what's going on. I've not been inside one of these contraptions, right? I'm expecting some like homeless dude to come out and start like, yeah, you're gonna make weapons from my bones, I bet. Anyways, I'm expecting some like, oh, I forgot to mention, I have a loot filter on as well. Yeah, it has enchanted runes, part of a set, and uniques right now. Anyways, so I'm just expecting some like homeless dude to come out and like vomit out heroin needles on us or something. I'm like scared shitless. I don't want to be in here. And so, because I'm so privileged, right? I grew up dirt poor, that means I'm privileged. Anyways, and I'm like talking to her, like, oh, she's like, okay, then we're gonna get to the next stop. And I'm like, wait a minute, we gotta get on another fucking bus? You mean it doesn't just take us there? And so I'm getting nervous because I'm like, okay, what do I do? And she's like, just say you want a transfer ticket. And I was like, okay. And so I don't even remember. I guess I must have gotten, yeah, we got the tickets or whatever. She had like a thing she just put her phone up to, and I was like, fucking wizard magic, dude. And I'm just like, okay, cool. So we get to the next spot, and I'm like, I have my little ticket thing in my hand, we're waiting, and I'm like, oh, this is kind of weird. But it's not as bad. And but I'm really nervous because like I said, I'm waiting for homeless Harry to come out and fucking like try to make me touch his penis or something. And so we get there. Oh, we get there. And the next bus comes along, and it's one of our coworkers. And he's like, oh, I had a dream you guys walked to work. And I'm just like, fuck, I can't even escape coworkers outside of work. It's too small of a world. Anyways. And by the way, I forgot to mention, so when I'm walking to the first seat, I don't know that, like, you don't have seatbelts in buses. I thought they had seatbelts. So by the time I'm, like, fucking doing the thing, right, I'm just like, oh. And I'm looking around like there's no seatbelts. And then the bus is moving. He's moving and grooving, and I'm sitting there with my dick in my hand like, oh, what the fuck is a seatbelt? What's the safety thing? And I fucking bang my shoulder into, like, the little barge guardrail thing. I don't know what the fuck it is. Oh my god. I'm just, like, so fucking confused. And then when we get to the second stop, this is where it gets fun. This is, like, this is where I am, like, I don't do well in these kinds of situations at all. By the way, my Amazon was getting her ass kicked going through here the first time. It was really bad. But I also played that like a sorceress and went in with basically no gear. This is actually really fucking hard for casters, because there's a lot of elemental shit, and this actually does chip your health down. My defense is saving my ass. So anyways, I'm just like, oh fucking hell. I feel like an idiot, because I'm trying to scan the little doodad, but the sun is on the fucking, you know, the jam. It's like blocking the QR reader. And in my mind, I'm thinking, oh my Jesus, I'm holding up everybody. Everybody behind me is waiting on me. And the guy's like, you're putting it at a bad angle. You know, the sun, put your hand here. And I'm like, oh my God, he's telling me what to do. I'm fucking everything up. I look like an idiot. And I'm just fucking shitting myself at this point. I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just a fucking idiot. By the way, Soul Stealer means if you die to that enemy, it'll actually resupply some of its health from yours after you died. Yeah, we're in Cathedral too.
I sense.
Let it sink in. I wasn't kidding. Oh, look at that. We're in Cat 2 now. Cool. And if you're like, oh wow, this must mean the mod's really easy. It's like, no, it's not really easy. I just over-leveled probably. Oh look, by the way, these are the things from Hive that I think are really lame. They cast Bone Spirit in this mod. At least I think they do. I don't know. Let's go do the actual quests. Hang on a second. Let's start off with Den of Evil. Probably the initial thing we were trying to do. So anyways, I'm just sitting there like a fucking idiot. Like, I don't feel right. So every time the bus is moving, like over like little traffic bumps and shit, you know, I keep thinking I have to adjust my feet like I'm actually driving, because in my mind I'm like, oh, I gotta adjust my body to like the car moving, because I've never been on a bus before. This is fucking scary. I don't like it.
I sense death within this place.
Death within this place. That's Magic Missile, by the way, is what those Corrupted Sisters cast. It's what Bloodzon uses as its main attack of 2. And anyways, I'm just like, man, and we can't even escape coworkers. It's fucking hellish day. This is where my day gets even more fun. Alright, you ready? You're probably just like, Seth, you're so fucking privileged. And you know what? You can say that, but don't say that, because that's really racist somehow. I don't know. I don't believe in privilege. I mean, there's an extent, but you know what I mean. I'm being slightly sarcastic right now. Anyways. So, I get to work and I'm doing my thing. By the way, I walked to work after this, because the bus stop was like 20 minutes or so away from our actual job. So I had to walk, like, to work. And I felt so naked. I'm like looking at the ground like, oh my god, why is there so much moss on the ground? Why is there star thistle growing? What the fuck is this? Holy shit, look at that. It's a big bunch of empty aspirin bottles. What the fuck is going on? Like, I felt like I just entered an entirely different world outside of the air-conditioned vehicle. Oh my god, it was so fucking bizarre. I don't ever want to do that again. And by the time we get to work, it's like 9:40, or sorry, 8:40, and I don't start work till 9 on some days. And so I'm just like, I go pee and I come back and I get like straightened up and I'm like, oh, but here we go, getting to work. And so I'm waiting all day for them to call me back about the car, because we've already agreed that, yeah, you guys can install this, you have my consent the day before. And mind you, I'm just like, okay, they're gonna call me when they're doing work. They don't call me. They text me. I think it's like an automated message. No, they text me. And they say, oh yeah, by the way, your car's done. Send us the address so we can get, like, you know, someone to shuttle you back. And I wait. And I'm just like, okay, cool. Oh, by the way, a car gives us skill points still. And I gotta give her the thing.
Enough to earn the rogue's trust.
Yeah, there you go. You can have that. I don't want it. And so I'm just like, okay, cool. They're gonna tell me all about it. It's ready. We're doing this. Whatever. No, they just tell me, okay, it's done. So we're gonna send someone to pick you up, like you requested. And I didn't like respond because I'm fucking busy. So like I'm about to go on lunch in like a few minutes and call them or text them back. And they call me like right when I'm about to go on lunch, and they're like, hi, this is blah blah blah, and just making sure we need to know. And I'm like, oh yeah, it's this, I should be off by like 6 o'clock. Our service center is actually closed at like 4, and our shuttle service stops at 4, and we're closed at 6 even though their sign says 7. And I was like, okay, I'm about to go on lunch. Oh, we'll just send someone to you right now, and we'll be on lunch, and you'll be.
Blood Raven. Rest well.
Yeah, they're like, oh yeah, we'll just send someone there. So I'm like, oh fuck, and so I have to like go into Kung Fu action mode. Okay, do I have to go? No, I don't need to go back to a car of vroom vroom. I can do it myself. I'm a big boy. I know what to do. And I'm just like, dude. Okay, so I gotta like leave. I might not be on. I didn't say dude, but I was like so fucking stressed out. Because I'm like, now this means I have to do it. I have to go there ASAP. And so I'm just like, okay, cool. What are these things? I don't even remember what these things are. I have not done like anything except Uber areas for so long I don't even remember. Anyways, where it's leg, we'll take that. We need that later, but we can't actually pick it up. We can't pick. Don't listen to me. You can't use it till you're 110, by the way, in this mod, because it's actually an Uber quest. It's still the cow level, but it's an Uber quest, so we can put this away. We don't need that for now. So I'm just like, okay, cool. You know, it's it's whatever. And I'm waiting, and then the shuttle person gets there. I go in and I pay $520 for an $86 part, because god damn it, why not? And I get my car back, and I'm like, yay, cool, I have my car back, this is great. And I feel one at home, because by the way, the car basically had no oil in it. I don't know if anybody who doesn't know anything about cars or whatever, if you know what I'm talking about, you know what I'm talking about. If your car doesn't have oil in it going through it, your car can essentially have an engine seizure, and then you're basically looking at like terminal heat damage, and yeah, it's not good. You don't want that. So I'm just like, fucking great, right? Just fucking great. And why do I keep doing this? I switched this over to V, and it's really not helpful because I'm so used to using Jitten's Gate, which is much better. We will get Jitten's Gate in a little bit. God damn it, I did it again. Brittany fucking Spears. It's a good thing I have super high defense right now. So, I'm just like, great. I get in my car, I drive all the way back. I'm trying not to be like stressed out because I'm like, fuck, I gotta get back to work because I'm on my lunch, technically. I told my boss, like, I might not be back, and she's like, oh, it's fine. But that doesn't mean anything to me. That means I need to get there and get in and get out and get shit done. Because that's the Oregonian way. Actually, the Oregonian way is don't do it at all. But whatever. This is the blood throne! Throw it in the blood! Anyways, and so I get back to work at exactly the moment my lunch is over. Yeah, blood will boil, I'm sure it will. You know what else is boiling? My dick in your ass! Anyways, because they caught me with my dick in my hand. You know the drill. Shake your ass. Watch yourself. Shake your ass. Show me what you're working with. I can't sing 3/4 of that song. They say the bad word. I can't get away with it. Anywho, so I'm just like, cool. I immediately get back to work. I'm so fucking stressed out because I'm behind. And my boss is like, I'll help. And she did, but it was like, shit, that's more work. Oh well, it's fine. And so I stayed till 6. And I'm like, oh my fucking god, I'm so tired. I'm still really fucking tired. I just need to blink for a second. There we go. Anyways, oh my god, what was I doing? Oh yeah, we gotta give that to Charcy. That's right, she needs this. Hi there, I'm Charcy.
Oh, thanks so much.
Oh, thanks. Yeah, cool. Anyways, and I'm just like, I hate this day. This day was just dog shit. It was so. I mean, I don't mean to brag. I can afford car stuff like that because I never ever spend money, and this is why you have savings. But like, god damn it, dude, I just fucking hate the fact that it's an $80 part, and it's like, oh, well, duh, you know, they're gonna get paid. At least the fucking tech was soulful, and he did it for $95 an hour instead of like $200 an hour, which I would lose my shit if it was $9. I mean, I didn't get a choice. They wouldn't let me take my car back. It was too unsafe to drive. I mean, theoretically, I could probably figure it out. It's just 6 screws attached to a gasket, and then you fucking pull the plug out, and you get the other one in. It's a $6 part. They had all the parts there, so I didn't have to overnight, which is great, because that's usually what kills you with car replacement parts. But, you know, it's fine. It's whatever. I also forgot to mention, how did I get all those arcane crystals? I cheated them in. No, I'm just kidding. What you do is you kill Andariel, and then you kill Mephisto, and then you kill Bale. And then you do Tranathula. That's the efficient way of leveling it. And if you're probably like, how do you know where you're going? Because I've done this 1,000 times. I have played Diablo 2 longer than probably a few of you have been alive. Now it makes me feel really dumb and old. I'm gonna stop saying it like that because it makes me feel old. Hi, Andariel. Oh, I was gonna say bye, Andariel, but you're still alive. Okay, bye, Andariel. So she drops crown... Not crown. So she drops shard reagents. These are just the shards after you break the uniques down. You know what these are. Don't fucking act like you don't, because you do. Actually, hell with it. Let's kill this shit in here, because I could probably level off of it. But, oh man. This fucking day. What the fuck is that? Okay, cool. Told you we could level off of that. You thought I was lying? So doesn't lie to you about Diablo. It's the only thing he won't lie to you about. Good evening. Oh, you can't go to Bramwell in this difficulty. That's fine. I wouldn't do it anyways. Alright. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1. And then we're going to put points. Oh, we got 2? Oh yeah, we did the thing. That's right. Den of Evil. So that gives us Demonic Commune maxed. Everything else now is going to come in its soft points. We're done with Act 1. Yeah, let's see you in the next one.